I'm gonna create two more simple parts before assembling the rest of the components of the spark plug. So bring your drawing to front view. So click here, select front, and make sure to work on parallel projection by clicking this drop down arrow and select parallel. Now I'm gonna draw a line from this point here to this point for 2.55. So L for line. Click anywhere on the screen and enter 2.55. And just click zoom extents. I'm gonna draw a line from here to here, which is 0.25. So L for line. Click the end point. Travel to the right for 0.25 millimeters. And then bring your cursor above the positive x-axis. So just bring it up and press the tab key and enter 45 degrees. Enter. Now I'm gonna offset this one, and as you can see here, the distance from this point to this point is 0.45. So O for offset and enter 0.45. So I'm gonna click this line, click beside it. Now trim, so TR for trim command, enter twice, click this one and click this one. Now I'm gonna mirror this line, so MI for mirror, click this line, enter, specify first point of mirror line, click from the midpoint here and travel to the right. As long as it's straight, click and select no. Now I'm gonna draw a line, so L for line, from this point to this point. I'm gonna draw a line which is half of this object because this is gonna be my axis of revolution from the center. So I'm gonna draw a line for 6.5, so line from 8 point and move your cursor to the left for 6.5. I'm gonna trim this one, so TR for trim command, enter twice, remove this line and this line. Now I'm gonna draw a line from, I'm just gonna move this one. All right, from here, actually from here to here, and I'm gonna start from this point, which is 1.44 from the end point here. So what I'm gonna do, so L for line, right click to enter, and shift right click and select from, click this end point, travel your cursor upward for 1.44. Now our line is gonna start from that point. Move your cursor from the x-axis of the second quadrant and move it slightly up and press the tab key and enter 135. Let me check again if this is 45. Yeah, it's 45 degrees. All right. Now I'm gonna offset this line here for 0.11. So O for offset, enter 0.11, click this line and click below that line and trim, so TR for trim command, enter twice, remove that and remove this one. Now I'm gonna start a line from this point and the angle is 58 degrees, so L for line, click that end point, move your cursor above the x-axis of the first quadrant and press the tab key and enter 58 degrees. Type TR for trim command, enter twice, remove this one, remove this line, remove this line, remove those. Let me check. And you can remove this line here. Now I'm gonna join the segments by typing J for join command, right click, and window the whole thing. And we need another line here, L for line, endpoint to endpoint. So J again for join command, right click to enter, click this one and click this line here, that line. And before we proceed, go down to the status bar and make sure your dynamic input is on, polar tracking, object snap tracking, object snap, selection cycling, and 3D object snap. Now I'm gonna revolve this one. So type in rev, you can go to home, click this drop down arrow and select revolve. Click the object you want to revolve, right click, enter, and specify axis start point. Click this one, click below or up as long as it's straight, enter, and specify angle of revolution. You can enter 0 or 360 degrees. So I'm just gonna enter 0 and we're done. I'm gonna show you, I'm just gonna turn off the grid. I'm gonna change this to X-ray and bring this to front view and compare this one here. Alright, so I'm gonna save this drawing. So save as. I already created this one. I'm just gonna replace it with, okay, part 7 seal. So this is the folder I created for the assembly. So you can create wherever you want to put it. So part 7 seal, save. I'm just gonna replace it. Yes. Okay, I cannot do that because this one is open, so I'm gonna close this one first. Yes. Save this one, save as. Part 7 seal, save. Yes. Alright, now I can close this one. And for this one, I'm gonna create another drawing, so new. Acadiso 3D for metric units, open. I'm just gonna open 2 files. This is the simplest of all. So bring your drawing to top view, create circle, so C for circle, click anywhere on the screen and insert 2.25, zoom in, and then go to the ribbon, click this drop down arrow and select extrude, click the object you want to extrude, enter, and bring it up for 1.97, and you're done. So I'm just gonna save this as part 8 of resistance sealing. So I'm just gonna close this one. No. Save as. I'm gonna save it on in the same folder. So just gonna replace this one. Save. Yes. Now I can close this one. So all the parts are complete.